Hey, welcome back to JB Breaks Free. I hope you're having a great day, a blessed day, and getting 1% better than yesterday, and breaking free from whatever's holding you back, from becoming the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, from doing what you want to do, from having great moments to great hours to great days, weeks, and lives. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's my purpose and passion, and hopefully inspiring others along the way. So glad to be with you. Couldn't wait to talk to you today and talk about these subjects that have been weighing on my mind. Before I get into that, I did make $285 last week on Spark and Instacart. I did get out there and side hustled a little bit today on my day off. I made $34, starting the week off on the right foot. And there's sign-up links in the description below if that's a side hustle that you think you might want to try. I highly encourage it. If not, there's plenty of other side hustles out there too that I will talk about that maybe aren't necessarily for me, that could be for you. So you never know. So I definitely want to bring up some other side hustles besides Instacart and Spark. Today's video, I wanted to talk about a couple different Bible verses of what's been on my mind a little bit. One involving stewardship and another involving friendship. I wanted to talk about some thrift store scores and some estate sale scores. You know, those are two of my favorite things to go out and look for, and I managed to find my fair share amongst everyone else out there. And then I wanted to talk about 8 toxic habits that we need to break free from that will help us on our journey and live more fulfilling lives and will give us more self-mastery and freedom throughout our day. So the first thing I will talk about is stewardship, and this is a Bible verse from 1 Peter 4:10. It says, "Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others, as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms." So I was thinking a little bit about that. To use the gifts that you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. I think my gift is to hopefully to serve others. I mean, I literally serve others every night as a waiter. I think that is my gift. You know, we all have our different skill sets. It's given me the skills of public speaking. It's given me the skills of memory, of dealing with the public, of managing multiple things at once, of timing, of dedication, discipline. It's given me lots of different skills, and I hope that I can also serve others on this platform and even in my community. I think that has been a goal that's been really driving me lately, and it's getting stronger. It's becoming more of a purpose, more of a passion in my life. So I hope I can continue to serve others in my community, at my job, and to also serve anyone who I might come across in life. In one way or another. And I think the opposite of that would be to put my time and energy into things that would divert us from serving others, which might be things, just material things in the world that are not long lasting, that will fade in time. Objects aren't permanent, but we can make more of an impact than we can by investing in objects. And also to not divert our attention on pleasures to indulge in at every step of the way, but to be focused on our goals and not let chasing dopamine and material things distract us too much. I'm not saying everything in moderation, but to be focused on our goals. So I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Stewardship, and also being stewards of the earth, because everything that we have is not ours, and nothing that we have is permanent when it really boils down to it. They're all gifts from God, and we are stewards of them. Our families, our communities, our jobs, and the things that we own and the earth that we inhabit. And we should all take care of all those things that God has entrusted us with. is what I get from that verse. And then friendship. This has been weighing on my mind as I've spoken about in the last few videos. Friendship. This one jumped out at me. Proverbs 17:19. It says, "One who forgives an affront fosters friendship, but one who dwells on disputes will alienate a friend." And I think that's so true. Just growing up, you have your little squabbles. You try to find your way. I'm not sure how it is for girls, but it might be worse from what I hear. Catty, I don't know. And girl drama, I can see it a little bit with already in 4th grade with my daughters, but they're very naive, and I don't think they have a clue what's going on yet, for better or worse. But even with my friends, we would fight at times, fight over silly things, fight over a girl, maybe fight to see who's stronger, to see who's the leader, to see who's better, to see who gets their way. And then those fights, and that's all stuff that was way back in the day that we've gotten over, and we realized that we could not keep doing if we were going to be any sort of friends. But now there's different affronts in friendships. Maybe somebody doesn't call you back, or you don't get invited to something. And if you dwell on those, I think alienation can come of it, from yourself, from the friend, and from your friend to you. I actually felt a little down this weekend. It was Saturday, and I had to work, and a lot of my friends do this fantasy football league that I was never a part of by choice, because I'm not big into fantasy football, but it was my friend's league who passed away, who I've mentioned a few times, and I'm good enough to go to the draft, which we do in August, and I'm not in the league, but I go over and hang out with his parents and with all my friends. We have pizza and talk. I was kind of hoping I might make the cut to the after party, which was this Saturday, where they watched the divisional round NFL game at like 3 o'clock, at the bar, and have pizza and stuff. And everyone's there. I can't get one phone call. I feel like if it was the other way around, I think I would have thrown out a couple texts or calls. But I don't know. I guess maybe they just thought I had to work, and I know I'm out of sight, out of mind a lot on the weekends, and that's something that I do feel bad about. But we cannot be in 2 places at once, and it is a little isolating working these hours where I'm home chilling during the day right now, and they're working, or when I'm at the restaurant every Friday and Saturday night for the last 17 years. Even as a friend, sometimes I feel like I let them down a little bit because I'm just not around. And when I was younger, I would just go out after, and we would all be going crazy, and it wouldn't really matter. But now it's tougher. But I don't know. Part of me wishes I made the cut there, but that's not in my control, and I'm not going to dwell on that either. Then I also have been thinking about a few things. I want to go to Boston to see a friend who moved away, and I want to go to California to see a friend who moved away, and to watch a couple concerts with them, but just the prices are extravagant of some of these concerts. And Bruce Springsteen, whose prices are wicked high, I would like to go see him play in Albany, but man, I just don't know. I don't know if I should spend that money. But I've been going back and forth on it. They both will hopefully be home this summer. One friend I haven't seen in a few years, but I've been going back and forth on whether I want to spend over $1,000 for a night or two to head up to Boston or San Fran. I've been going through that one in my head, but I want to keep in contact with them, and at the same time, we can't take the money with us, right? But I don't know. Maybe there's better opportunities. We shall see. We shall see. I wanted to get into some thrift store scores, as well as 8 toxic habits to break free from. These, I just happened to catch this bad boy on the rack. I'm not big into clothing, but this is a Don Ed Hardy sweatshirt. You can see some of the graphic right there. You can see some on the front. This just caught my eye. Brown zip-up hoodie. This was $8. This is gonna be like $70. Easy, $50 to $70. Easy for this sweatshirt. Just right place, right time. Caught my eye. Then I went to this estate sale, the first one of the year. It was in the town over in Skinny Atlas, and I got there little after 8, and man, I was so excited to get up. I couldn't even sleep. I'm just loving life. I'd love to go the thrill of the hunt, and there's 100 cars there. I'm like, okay. So I'm going to have to dig. I'm going to have to look where other people aren't looking to find some value. I ended up pulling the trigger on this yearbook from 1956. There's a bunch of yearbooks on eBay, either from people that want history of their hometowns or people from that class. But there is value there. I probably overpaid a little bit, $2 for this. I don't know, 15 to 20 bucks. Still, possibly 10x my money. This was what got the ball rolling. This was in the garage. Blizzard of 77. Does anyone remember that blizzard? I was not born yet. I was born in 80. I do remember the blizzard of 93. I took a peek at this guy. I've never seen it before. This is going from like $50 to $100 on eBay. I got this for 50 cents. All the big shots at the estate sale didn't look at the board games. And it's so fun finding value where other people are not necessarily looking. I got this book right here. The History of Saratoga, New York. 1609, with illustrations, 1609 to 1878. Nice bind. I do believe this is a reprint. It's still going for about 50 bucks on eBay. I got it for $2. I am kicking myself because I left a book there that was worth money. I got home and looked it up, as a lesson learned. I couldn't find it. I couldn't figure it out while I was there. That probably cost me some money. But anyways, I'm happy. I go to these sales and I try to make 20 bucks, If I can make any more, that's cool. But to me, it's worth it. $20 an hour, right? Side hustle. So then I went to one other sale on Saturday. I paid $2 for these hats. Now, these hats have seen some better days. This was, 1991, Chicago Bulls, world champions. They're all snapback hats. This is going like 30 bucks. I think these hats are going to need to be a little bit restored. But Syracuse is a town that I live right next to. Snapback. I'll give these a quick clean. Clean up the brims a little bit. Another Syracuse snapback. And these are from the 90s, I'm assuming. I paid $2 for them. As is, I think I could get 20, clean them up, maybe sell them for $10 a piece, and I'll 10x my money. So that's not a bad haul from thrift store shopping and estate sale hunting. And maybe I'm a hunter in a different way. I like to hunt for the flips that I can find, and it's really fun. And then 8 toxic habits to stop doing now in our adult lives and to break free from, and it's just going to make your life a much more freer existence. And the first one is a huge one: chasing dopamine, chasing a high. If you keep chasing a high throughout your entire lives, you will never be happy because you're just chasing and chasing. And what is that cheap dopamine? It could be drugs, alcohol, sex, social media, gambling, sugar, all cheap dopamine hits. Invest in good dopamine instead, which could come after helping someone, which could come after a workout, could come after a job well done, could come after meeting your saving goals or feeling good on your diet and actually saving your money from booze and alcohol. And invest in the dopamine that I get in the mornings when I'm not hungover and I can go out to sales and I can get up and have a productive day. I believe that's all instances of good dopamine. The second is forcing incompetence, saying, I suck at math. I suck at learning languages. I suck at video editing. Hello. I suck at public speaking. No, don't let those negative thoughts, don't say them to yourself. Like we talked about in the magic of thinking big, only positive stuff goes into your brain, and positive in and positive out. Not that it's 32 degrees out today and it snowed and it's chilly and it's wet and there's no sun, but darn, it's a new week. I can't wait to get all this stuff done today. Wow, look at the branches all covered with the snow. and the trees, and it's still that pretty snow because it's all white and it didn't get too like dirty yet or melt yet. Be happy that it's in the 30s. You know, you don't need it to be the weekend or sunny to enjoy a beautiful day. And you know, I used to say I suck at math, and that's why I stuck more to words. And you know, I can tell myself that I suck at video editing, but I'm trying, and I'm doing my best, and I'm trying to make strides at that every day. Being risk averse is a toxic habit to break free from. The biggest risk in life is not taking one. Don't let life pass you by. Don't have regret at the end of your life. Enjoy the highs and lows of life. It's tough. I know people who just stay home and don't take risks, maybe because they care about what other people think, whether that's trying to pursue a relationship, whether that's trying to play an open mic night with your instrument, whether that's starting a YouTube channel, a job that might pay less money, anything that you're worried about that other people think, get that out of here. And then even being risk averse with your money, I think investing is a strategy that we all need to do. I mean, do your own research, but I used to think I was just a waiter and the stock market was too risky, and it certainly goes up and down, and we've seen that a lot lately. But you know, over the long haul, I think there's money to be made there, and there's opportunity to be had from taking risks and trying different things out. So I think break free from the toxic habit of being risk averse. Also, another huge one that I see a lot is break free from the mindset of victimhood, of blaming others for your failures in life, for not being, you are in control, you are the master of your own life. There is no one that I can blame right now for the position that I am in other than myself. And I've spoken at length. There's a friend I have who I think prefers to blame others and everything else but himself. He can never be wrong, and being stubborn and even knowing you're wrong deep down, but to not turn that around and to not get out of a situation that isn't right. If you stay in a job for too long that you hate, that's on you. If you stay in a relationship too long that's not working, that's on you. If you go out and spend your money at the bar every night and wake up hungover, that's on you. We have the power to change. Minute by minute, we can win small victories, moment by moment even. Right now, I didn't eat any sugar. Right now, I'm being positive. Moment to moment, string those out. Right now, I'm not hungover. Right now, I'm not spending money. I'm happy right now. I'm in a good position right now, and keep working on that moment to moment, hour to hour, day to day, and it will work on your life. Multitasking is a big one for me. I try to do a lot of different things too often, and I need to focus more on deep work. That is for sure. Whether that's half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours. Start small, right? You don't need to do 4 hours of deep work, but start the habit of deep work and doing one thing at a time. Number 6, this is a big one, perfectionism. If it's not perfect, then it's not worth doing. That is not the right attitude. Start and then learn as you're doing it. Hence this channel. If I waited for any one of these videos to be perfect, I would not have met you. And that would not have been good. And I would be lesser for it. Side hustles, you know, it's never going to be perfect. You can think about it as long as you want, but you just got to go out there and do it. And diets, they're not going to be perfect. I might sneeze here in a moment, and that might not be perfect for a video either, but you just got to do it, and life happens, and it's all part of life, and this is life. This is my life. Neglecting self-care, your mind, your body, and your spirit. I work so hard on my mind, and I work hard on my spirit. I have to work harder on my body, which I'm trying to do right now. Diet, rest, water, being out in nature, exercising, releasing those good endorphins. And health is wealth. And without that, without health, we only have one wish, right? And that's to be healthy. And finally, having a fearful mindset. That thinking always about the worst case scenario. the worst possible outcomes, having a pessimistic view of life. Oh, the weather probably won't be good. What's the sense of investing? It's just going to crash. What's the sense of doing this? What's the sense of doing that? I better not do this. I better not do that. If I make this video, someone could say, oh, it sucks, this and that. I suck at it anyways. It's not going to be perfect. No, don't have a fearful mindset. Do it. Don't edit yourself too much. Just put it out there and put your best self out there into the world and adjust and learn from the mistakes that happen. And it doesn't matter what other people think. You're the man in the arena. You're out there putting it on and doing the best you can. So don't have a fearful mindset. Take care of yourself. Do some deep work. You are in control of your own life. Don't be risk averse. Don't chase negative dopamine, and do not force incompetence. Don't tell yourself that you suck at something. You can do it. You can get 1% better every day, and you can be free every day from anything that's holding you back from living that life that you want to live. And that's what I'm doing. I'm very happy today. I'm feeling very free today. I hope you are too. Let me know how you're doing in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you on the next video.